Hey guys, it's Allison. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a super chill one. I just felt like getting in front of the camera and talking about some of the things I've been thinking of in relation to my channel and whatnot. And I thought it would be fun to play with some makeup. It's been a while since I've done like a full face. I'm actually going to put on some foundation today and try out some things that I think might look good. So we'll see how that goes. I thought it'd be fun to just chat a bit because I personally am really interested in hearing like the backstory of things, and I really feel like it makes the end product a lot more like understandable and enjoyable, and just like you appreciate it a lot more. Okay, so I have an idea of what kind of look I'm going for. I'm looking down because I have like a tray of makeup in front of me, but yeah, I wanted to try mixing the Marc Jacobs, they're like highlighter drops. This is the Do You Dew Drops coconut gel highlighter, and then I also have I think this is like my only bottle of like liquid foundation that I own, and it's the NARS. This is their Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and I'm in the shade of Fiji. I really like how this foundation looks on my skin. It just really like blurs out all the pores and makes my skin look super smooth, but it doesn't look cakey at all. I got these highlighter drops like last year, but I never really use them. I try to use them like on top of my skin, like my base makeup, but I didn't really like how that looked, so I'm gonna try mixing them today and seeing how that goes. Okay, I mixed a little bit. I only put a pump of the highlighter, but it doesn't look that highlighty to me, so I think I'm gonna try adding a bit more. I think maybe it's been a while since I used this product, so it's not really coming out that well. Let's try adding a little bit more. Okay, like that made a bit more of a difference. We'll just try this. So I just uploaded my thrift haul video last night, and that's a video that I was like really excited about, and like after I went shopping that weekend and like filmed the haul and like all the try-on clips and stuff, I was just really like, I felt inspired and like really good in general about the video. And like I've just always watched a lot of thrifting videos, and it was really exciting and fun for me to find a lot of pieces that I really liked myself and that were like such great deals. I know that like sustainable fashion has been a big topic in the beauty and fashion industry lately, and it's just really insane how like fast fashion and like so many companies have such like bad practices in the labor conditions and the materials that they're using, and like the just like amount of waste that there is. It's definitely not realistic for everyone to just like stop supporting fast fashion. Like that industry is successful for a reason, but I think everyone can make small steps and just like try to be more conscious about their decisions. Reading some comments on like some people's videos is like really unreasonable about the things that they're like asking of these like influencers to do and to like talk about. Like on one hand, people will always complain if the only products that a person is promoting are like really expensive and like unattainable, but on the other hand, they're like also expected to serve as an example for the rest of the people that are watching, and there's just a lot of hypocritical expectations out there. And I will say that like as a recent student, I guess, I never put like that much thought into like what exactly I can do to be more sustainable with my clothing decisions, because to be honest, like I just really like to shop, and the only way I can keep doing that is if I shop at cheaper places. But like going thrifting last weekend was just really fun, and I didn't have to think about each individual piece really strongly to see if it was worth the money because everything was so cheap. Obviously you shouldn't be like just buying things in like huge amounts of quantity that you're never going to actually wear or consume, but it was just a really fun way of shopping. Like it's almost like treasure hunting. In the past year or two, I've gotten a lot more interested in like vintage shopping and stuff, and I think that's really cool and fun, but actual curated stores and like vintage clothing places are actually pretty expensive, and I don't know enough about like specific eras and like fabrics and pieces and like what makes certain things really valuable and like what's actually just a ripoff. So I definitely prefer just like actual thrifting and like looking through the junk to find the things that you really like. I also think thrifting is like a really great way to build personal style. Whenever you're shopping at a regular clothing store, all of the clothes there are curated. They follow very specific trends that are happening at the moment, and it's really easy to just like follow the trends and whatever people are wearing. But at the thrift store you can find so many pieces that you normally wouldn't find at the stores that you shop at, and they're pieces that actually look good on your body and are attractive. And I feel like it teaches you to kind of expand your boundaries on like clothing options that you can think about, and you'll just be more creative with your outfits and more adventurous, and it's a lot less likely that you'll be wearing something that maybe your classmate was also wearing, you know? Alright, so I think I'm done with the foundation. I definitely did notice the highlighter mixed in with the foundation, and I do like how my skin looks now, but I did put an extra layer of just like the foundation over top, and I think I prefer that look. It just makes your skin look a bit more smooth and natural. I feel like the highlighter kind of emphasizes texture, and like my skin is on the dry side, so I feel like it just doesn't sit that well, so I prefer the foundation by itself with maybe just a bit of luminosity added. I have two concealers in front of me. I've been alternating between a couple. I recently rediscovered the concealer by the SAEM. It's their Perfect Tip Concealer, and honestly this concealer has amazing coverage. It's like pretty thin and very creamy, but I feel like the coverage itself is even better than like the NARS Cream Radiant Concealer and this Tarte Creaseless Concealer that I've been using. For spots, this one has been really good. I had been really liking this Tarte Creaseless Concealer for under the eyes especially. I feel like it's a really good brightening concealer for me. The texture is a bit weird and harder to work with because it's like quite thick, but I think it sits pretty well on my dry under eyes, and I just like the effect that it gives overall. So I think I'm gonna go with this one since my makeup is a bit heavier today, but lately for everyday use I've been really liking layering my two Glossier stretch concealers. I just use the color medium first to kind of color correct, and then I'll use light to brighten a bit. Does anyone else's voice get like really scratchy and raspy if you talk too much? Like normally I don't talk at length very much, so whenever I like have to give a presentation or I'm talking in front of the camera, my voice just like gets like this. This concealer is so liquidy. I just dropped some drops on my white bed. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm not a huge fan of for this concealer, that it gets really messy when you use it. But this is the first time it's like dripped like that. Oh my god. I'm just gonna put this on my hyperpigmentation. Dang, I feel like from this lighting here, my base looks pretty dang good. I feel like that never happens when I try to conceal my hyperpigmentation. Like I'll put the concealer on and then I'll blend it out. I'll even like try to blend it out with my fingers so it concentrates the product, but this one just like masks it really well. I wish that there were more shades for this concealer because I feel like it's maybe a bit too dark or orangey for me, but it's really good. Alright, what else did I want to talk about? I know a lot of people that have found my channel have actually found it through my fungal acne video for my sensitive skincare heroes video, and that was when I had fungal acne. That was definitely a really important time for me to make videos, and I'm glad that I did when I was having really bad breakouts. But I mean, props to people who only focus on like skincare videos or fashion videos, or just like one kind of specific video in general. And I know you're like, it's better to find a niche and like focus on it because it's definitely a lot more attractive to viewers to like find a person who talks about one thing and then know that they're always gonna talk about that one thing, you know? But I feel like skincare, makeup, fashion, they're all very closely related, so I don't feel bad about like switching topics between my videos and stuff. But I just hope that people aren't expecting like all my videos to be about skincare and like fungal acne specifically, because I know that there are like a lack of videos specifically for fungal acne out there. But yeah, I just want to say that like I love skincare, but I don't know if it's one of those things where I can like keep blogging and keep talking about new skincare products all the time, because to be honest, I don't think my skin can handle that, and like I don't like trying too many new products anymore. Like I really like to stick to the things that I know work for my skin, and I feel like I have such a better understanding of what works for my skin now. I feel like my skin has been in a much better condition, so I really want to keep that up, you know? Alright, so I think I'm just gonna finish off my face. So I'm going to be using the shading compact from the Too Cool for School art class by Rodin, and I honestly love this little compact so much. I have the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, and I think that powder is really great, but to be honest, I reach for this like every day. It's just a perfect neutral contour bronzer. If you want it to be more cool toned, you can just like use the left two colors more and focus on that. But if you want a bit more bronze, then you can dip into the rightmost color. Yeah, because there's 3 different colors. The middle one is definitely the coolest, and then this one is a bit warmer. I usually just mix them leaning towards the left side, but this is such a great little palette and I reach for it all the time. And also, this brush has been a game changer ever since I started using this for bronzing and contouring. I feel like I get the look that I want. It's from the ItsMyRayeRaye collection with BH Cosmetics, and I got it in a set, so I don't think they like sell these individually, but maybe they make a similar brush. This is number 1. I just feel like it's the perfect density. It's like fluffy but still dense enough to pick up enough color but not too much, you know, and it's really easy to blend. It's just perfect. I'm like turning my head because the light is really uneven. That being said, about making videos, I'm trying to make it a goal to make a video every week. So once a week, post a video to YouTube and have it edited and uploaded. And I don't think it sounds that hard, like not too big of a stretch, but I do work full-time and my job is pretty stressful, and so a lot of the times when I'm just really caught up with work, I just don't have the capacity to like come home and like think about videos and film a video. But I think I've struck a decent balance the last few weeks, so I really want to try to keep up the momentum and just like keep pumping out content. And I've always, like, for years now, I've wanted to make videos and like post to a blog. I've always been very in tune with like the blogosphere and like the beauty community, and like I was on LiveJournal and Tumblr and stuff, but I never really like committed strongly enough to really keeping things consistent and up to date. There's always going to be an excuse for me to like put things off. But now it's like 2018 and I've graduated college, and I really regret not actually starting my YouTube channel and blog a lot sooner, or keeping up with the blog that I had. There's really no time like the present, and I just really want to be more intentional with how I use my time from now on. I've been really into bronzing lately, and my favorite has been this one by BECCA. It's the Sunrise Waves bronzer. I think it came out this year, and it's super pretty. I don't like put too much of it, but it's just a nice like topper on top of the Too Cool for School bronzer contour, and it just warms up the face a bit and has like a really beautiful sheen. I don't know if you can see that. So pretty. Another thing that's prevented me from like making anything, like in college I was really interested in like design and like graphic design and UX and stuff like that, and I think just like one thing that's prevented me from creating in general is just like being a perfectionist. And for me, being a perfectionist just means that like I'm not happy, or I don't want to do something unless I'm good at it and like I see as perfect or like something that I'm proud of. And that mindset is really bad because the older we get, and for me especially, I found that like it's really hard to learn new things and to like do something, suck at it, and like keep at it until you keep improving. So every time that I feel this way, I'm really trying to tell myself to like just do it anyway and like get it out there. And the fact that I actually like made something at all and created something and like showed a finished product at all, like I'm still proud of that. And the more that I keep doing that, the more I'll improve. And just FYI, I know this side looks a lot darker, and it's because I have a ton of windows on this side of my room, so that's why it looks uneven, but I'm telling you, it is not. Okay, so I feel like I should move on to my brows. Usually I do that right after I do like my concealer base, but I'm so sad because the only eyebrow pencil that I have is this one by NYX, and I liked it, but for some reason it like totally broke on me. I don't know what happened, because I know I had a lot of product left, and then I just opened it one day and like it doesn't come out. There's like nothing. I'm super bummed about that. I am waiting for the like next Sephora sale, and I think I'm just gonna get the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil this time. I have tried it before, but I returned it because I felt like they were this and the next one were so similar. But I do feel like the packaging on this next one is a bit cheaper, and maybe that's why my pencil broke. I also kind of want to try the one by Benefit because that one also looks really nice. I always brush up my eyebrow hairs because they really like to point down and arch a lot. I'm gonna try to get as much out of this pencil that I can. Back to my perfectionist tendencies. I've been taking pottery classes for the past few weeks. It's like once a week for 2 hours, and then you can go whenever the studio is open to like use the studio to make anything. It's been an interesting experience. Like, pottery is something that I've always wanted to do, but again, like, first of all, it's not an easy thing. Like, to throw pottery, it's actually quite difficult, and it takes a lot of concentration, and it took me a while to like I honestly still don't know how to do the basics fully, and it's so frustrating to me because like I have a vision on like what I want to do and like how I want to move the clay and stuff, but it's just really hard for me because it's a new skill for me that I don't really know. It's been frustrating because I know I would enjoy it more if I were a lot better at it, but I know that it takes time for me to get to that level, you know? So there's only like a few, like 2 or 3 more weeks of classes. We can't like throw any more wet clay after this Monday, so we'll just have to be working with the few bowls and stuff that I've made so far, and then I'll get to like glaze them and stuff, so that'll be really fun. I think once I like actually glaze and fire everything, I'll be really happy to like see the finished product. So I'm really glad that I took the class and finally like found out how pottery making works and like why it's so expensive to like buy handmade pottery that's so beautiful. So it's definitely worth the price, let me tell you. So one thing I wanted to try now is some faux freckles. I kind of played around a little bit with it yesterday and I liked how it came out, so I'm gonna try it again. I'm using this NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade, and then I have this like really teeny brush from e.l.f., and I'm just gonna be using that to dot some freckles because I feel like whenever I try to use brow pencils before, they're just like too waxy and like not enough color actually comes on, so I feel like the pomade works a bit better. This brush is still like a little big for freckles, but I feel like it's okay. I'm just like lightly dipping into the pomade. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I'm just stirring it really slowly. I do have quite a few natural freckles, but they're pretty like they're on the lighter side and I don't have that many of them, so I feel like they get lost really easily. So I'm just gonna try to follow the pattern of like where they are right now and just kind of add a few, and then I'll like blend. I just think the faux freckle thing is really cute, and if you like do it natural enough, who's gonna notice, you know? Yeah, I really don't think you'll be able to tell on camera because it's also really blown out, but I'm gonna keep building it up. Not make it too intense because I think I'm gonna go out today and I do want it to look pretty natural. Alright, I think that's good for now. Maybe I'll try to take some photos later and see how they look and maybe add a bit more. I'm gonna move on to highlighter. I just filmed a highlighter decluttering video and I just got another new one. This one is one of Colourpop's Super Shock highlighters and it's from Kathleen Light's collection on the Cusp. I just saw on one of her videos of her wearing it and it looks so pretty. So when I was decluttering, I rediscovered my love for this formula. So I just had to pick it up. Let's see, I'm gonna dot it on my cheekbone and then very lightly blend it. Oh my god, it's so nice. And then we'll do this side. Yeah, this formula is just like really nice to work with. It reminds me a lot of my favorite Hourglass highlighter, but these are like way cheaper. It has that same kind of like creamy but not actual cream consistency, which I like, so you get like a lot of color and like shimmer payoff, you know? I don't know if you can tell, but I have an acne scar like right here and I feel like it just gets in the way of my highlight all the time. Okay, I'm finally done with my base. This video, oh actually no, I forgot blush, dang it. Okay, this video's turning out to be so long. I'm just gonna go for like a pretty neutral blush. This is the Tarte blush that I think Sephora gave out in their birthday thing. It's in the shade Party. And I'm just going to put that, oh that's pretty. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but I really like, I normally sit at my vanity and so I feel like this angle is perfect for me to do my makeup because I have all the natural light shining this way. I think that's fine. I don't like a heavy blush look. I never used to like wearing blush at all, really. I feel like my face is naturally kind of flushed, and so especially when I didn't wear any foundation or concealer back in the day, didn't want to wear blush because like I feel like my face was already red, and especially if I was like going to an event and like sometimes it gets really hot, especially when I'm wearing formal clothes and like makeup and it's just like it's hot and you start sweating and like my face gets red. So never used to wear blush. Alright, so the base is finally done and we can move on to the eyes. I brought out my good old Lorac Pro Palette, which I haven't used in ages, and this palette is pretty old. It's like one of my first palettes. It's probably the oldest palette that I have that I've kept, but I just wanted to do like a really neutral eye look and then try to go a little more dramatic with like the eyeliner and the maybe false lashes today. So we'll see how that goes. I think we're just gonna start off with Taupe, this neutral brown shade, this one, in my crease. One thing I was thinking of talking about in this video is just like how I've used makeup differently as I've grown up, I guess, and I wonder if it's the same for other people. Like, is it like generation specific, because I feel like this generation in particular is very different in terms of like how beauty and stuff is consumed. I feel like most people's first gateway product is either eyeliner or lipstick. Lipstick generally because it's like the most iconic form of makeup, you know, like the image of like a woman sitting in front of her vanity like applying red lipstick, you know, it's just so iconic. And lipstick is like the most pigmented thing you would probably put on your face, so I feel like the just like image of lipstick wearing woman is kind of how people get into makeup. Like maybe they've seen their mom wear makeup and then they or put on lipstick and then they like take her lipstick. But I was never honestly like a lipstick wearer. I think the other end of the spectrum is eyeliners. Also, I don't know if this is more specific to like Asian girls in general, but eyeliner definitely makes the like most difference on a person. Like it really changes your eye shape and like how your eye looks on your face, and I feel like that's kind of why a lot of Asian girls like start out by wearing eyeliner because we're known to have smaller eyes, I guess, and it's just like a pretty easy makeup product. So yeah, I definitely started wearing pencil eyeliner when I was in like middle school, or like I wouldn't wear it every day, but just for picture day for sure, and like that's really it. And then for like the next couple years, or like the longest time, I would just wear liquid winged eyeliner once I learned how to do a wing. I wore that like probably most of high school, like definitely the maybe last 2 or 3 years. I would wear liquid winged eyeliner every day. My first one was the Stila one, but then I discovered Kat Von D and brush eyeliners in general, and since then I've always used Kat Von D liquid eyeliner. And then I got to college and I met my friend Carrie, who has really beautiful like natural eyelashes, and she would always wear mascara, and like usually just mascara. So she thought it was weird that I could just wear eyeliner and that's it, and like not curl my lashes or wear mascara or anything, and it like looked fine. And I thought it was like interesting that she just wore mascara, and I saw like how beautiful her eyelashes looked. So I think maybe that's when I started curling my lashes and wearing mascara more, and now like I can't go back. Like I don't know what I was doing before I started curling my lashes. And then I think after that was when I like really started getting into like watching YouTube videos and following makeup blogs and getting more into like face makeup, and also like with the like beauty trends changing, like dewy skin and like glass skin becoming so trendy, I feel like the emphasis has definitely become more on skincare. But then I also don't know if that's true for like younger girls who are starting to get into makeup. Like my skin looked great when I was younger, and it's definitely not until like I got into my 20s where I like really started caring about skin and like how skin looked, and appreciating like how a good base and like skin looked. So yeah, I'm also just like interested in like, is it just because I'm getting older now? Like, do you guys also feel the same? Is it just the trends that are going around? But honestly, I think like beauty trends are changing for the better. Last year liquid lipsticks was the thing, and I have so many liquid lipsticks that I was just like pressured into buying because I just thought it looked good on everyone. But to be honest, I don't like wearing them. I don't think they look that good on me. I know like it's fall again, so liquid lipsticks are gonna come back, but I'm kind of happy with the way the direction the beauty industry is going, and like emphasizing really smooth dewy skin. Okay, now I'm dipping into the color Sable, which is just like a deeper, warmer brown. I'm gonna try to build this up super slowly because I'm scared of really pigmented eyeshadow and strong eyes. I definitely kind of like a more natural look on a day-to-day. I feel like this looks pretty good. I'm actually going to dip into this I Love You So Mochi palette by NYX. This is so cute. I was in Ulta because I think NYX was like 30% off everything, and I was getting another palette which I actually really like too, but I really like these kind of deeper shimmery shades because I feel like a lot of palettes tend to only have like either really light shimmery shades or really dark ones, but these are like the perfect mid-tone that I think look really good on my eye. I'm gonna take this one, which is like one of the deeper ones. It's like a bronzy color that's on the warmer side, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it on my lid. I think that's pretty nice. I don't know if you can see on camera. Sorry. Just gonna try to smoke out my lower lash line a little bit more. I don't like putting too much product there again because I'm just scared, but I think the definition does help a bit. I'm gonna go into eyeliner. One last thing I wanted to talk about, and it's actually like a question I have for you guys, is like, how do you typically like shop? Like, do you are you good people and like just go out and buy stuff when you need it, when you're running out of something, or like when you're looking for something specific? Do you go out to shop like just because you feel like shopping and then you'll like end up picking anything then? Do you have like a wish list of things that you like and then you buy it when it goes on sale? Do you buy stuff only when it goes on sale? Because the last one is me. There are some things that I definitely need and like am keeping a list of like when a sale is coming up, but a lot of the times I just really like to keep up with sales that are going on, and if there is something that catches my eye and I think it's like a really good deal, then I will probably buy it. Honestly, most of the makeup that I own and like clothes and stuff like have been purchased on sale. Okay, I went off camera to do my eyeliner really quick, but what I was trying to say is that like I'm personally like pretty passionate about finding deals in general, and I just like keeping up with sales and like stuff that is going on, and I want to find some way I can share that with you guys, because I feel like we're all looking to save money whenever we can. One of my favorite blogs back in the day, she's no longer doing her thing, but the blog was called Nouveau Cheap, and she would just post a roundup every weekend of like drugstore sales that were going on, even though like drugstore products are kind of like going up in price, and like specific brands like Physicians Formula can be pretty expensive, like $15 for like a single item. But the thing about drugstores is that you can find really great sales and like deals on them. So I kind of want to do something along the lines of that kind of vibe. Let me know if you have any suggestions on how to do that. Right now I'm thinking like Instagram stories, because I feel like it's something that does have an expiration, or you can set it to expire, whereas like a blog post or like a video isn't really like relevant after the sale is over. So I'm gonna go ahead and tightline, because it's been a while since I like did eyeliner across my entire across my entire eye. I think it would look a lot better if I filled in the like space with some black eyeliner. I'm curling my lashes with the Grwm eyelash curler, and I'm going to be trying out a new mascara today. The mascaras that I've been using lately are pretty lengthening, and I just feel like I prefer a lot more volume in my lashes, because mine are pretty thin, and I feel like the length, like it looks nice up close, but it doesn't actually make that big of a difference in person. So I'm going to be trying this one. This is another one I bought when I was in Japan, and it's by Kiss Me, which is like one of my favorite mascara brands. But I saw this one. You can change how much volume you want. Like, if you can see this, like there's like less volume, and more volume. And you just kind of twist the top to change the brush shape, and I think it changes the brush shape and picks up different amounts of product. So figured it might be a bit gimmicky, but I think this will be a bit more voluminous than the other mascara that I'm using, which is also by Kiss Me, but it's their like long and curl one. So it says natural. There's like on the bottom, it's like natural, and then you can go to full volume. So I'm gonna turn it. Oh, it's on full volume right now. So it doesn't change the brush shape. I think it just changes, I don't know how much product goes on. Oh dang it, I was gonna do tightline first. This is the only pencil that I found that doesn't bleed on my waterline, and it's the Smashbox Always On gel liner. But if you have really watery eyes, please let me know. Yeah, tightlining makes all the difference. Okay, now we're gonna go into mascara. Oh, and this is called the Grwm Make Volume Control Mascara. I feel like it's always hard to tell with the branding mascara, but I don't actually feel like I'm getting very much volume. That's also kind of why I wanted to try out false eyelashes again, just because I feel like I've been a little disappointed with how my eyelashes have been looking lately, and I want a bit of help. And I do have like a bunch of eyelashes that I've kept stocked up. They look pretty. You can definitely see my lashes better, but definitely not as full. Can you see? Definitely not quite as full as I would like, but that's probably just my own fault, my own lashes. So yeah, I bought this big pack by I Love Magic when I was in Japan. This is their nudie ones, and they look like nice and really natural on the photo. So hopefully it gives me a nice effect, but I like really suck at putting on false eyelashes, so we shall see how that goes. Alright, so I'm back with lashes. I don't know how I feel. I think I like them. It feels weird, but yeah, these are pretty good pair. I was over there doing my lashes and I realized that the freckles are like have disappeared or just aren't even visible anymore. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with some more freckles and then maybe even some more bronzer. Okay, so my camera ran out of battery, but I went and added a few more freckles and some more bronzer and stuff, but you still can't really see it. It honestly looks pretty natural on camera, which is good, I guess, but not the exact look that I was going for. But I still think it's really cute. I'm gonna finish off the look with a lip product, and I have these two out with me. They're both by Revlon, and it's their HD gel lip colors. I saw someone use these in a video and I was just really attracted to the packaging and the finish and how they looked on the lips. The other one that I kind of wanted was the Hourglass. It's also kind of like a slim pencil lipstick that has like has a shinier finish, but I feel like these are like a cheaper alternative. And I have two colors right here. One is in Desert, which is like a My Lips But Better color. Like it honestly looks like my lip color because my lips are pretty pigmented. And then this one is the one I think I'm going to use. It's in Vineyard number 760, and it's just a bit deeper, a bit more color. Actually, I kind of want to apply a lip liner. This was hilarious because I never use a lip liner, but I have this one by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Pillow Talk lip pencil, and I'm just going to use it to line my lips because the lip color is kind of like emollient and it might slip around. Gonna roughly line and fill in my lips. I used to really like the color of this lip liner by itself, but I'm gonna go in with Vineyard. These this packaging also has like it's retractable, and it has a really satisfying click when it like snaps in and out of the bottom part. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly apply it. Color is a bit brighter than I was imagining, to be honest. I might go back in with Desert. Just gonna... Okay, I think I'm finally done with the look. I know I was going for something a little bit more dramatic, but it definitely came off as pretty natural look, I would say. Maybe a glam natural. Yeah, I had a really great time just sitting here and kind of talking about the things I've been thinking about, and thank you if you got to the end of this video and you listened to everything. Definitely leave a comment below if you have anything you just want to start a conversation about. One of the main reasons why I started really making more videos on my channel is just to like honestly make friends throughout the community and have people to talk about these certain passions that I have. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.